Sup my lovely bushes, Globku here with some loadout options for the third Hokage. So the third Hokage is the second DLC for Shinobi Striker, and he brings with him some interesting abilities. First, let's look at the abilities and then see how we can fit them into our custom character. What's the best combo? What's the best loadout to use the third Hokage's abilities? And I've got 4 loadouts here that we're going to go through today. Each one of them is tailored to a different game mode, and I'm going to explain you how exactly to use each one. But first, let's look at the abilities. The first one is the Fire Style Dragon Flame Bomb. This is a jutsu where the user creates chakra-infused flames. They explode into fireballs, igniting a target on impact. It's basically a ranged projectile. It's got some activation time. It's pretty long. You can activate it in the air and launch it if you want. It also works on the ground. But as you can see, there are all these hand seals that the third Hokage must do before launching the actual jutsu. So it is slow, but it does come with the advantage that you actually have armor during this startup animation. So if you're being attacked, you're gonna be able to power through it and your jutsu will still come out. The third Hokage's second jutsu is Earth Style Earth Dragon Bullet. This is a jutsu which the user utilizes Earth Style Chakra to create a dragon head which fires countless Earth elemental projectiles from a fixed position. So yeah, you basically summon this Earth Dragon that just fires projectiles like a machine gun. Now, its range is quite good, but it only fires the projectiles in front of it, which makes it very easy to dodge. And this one can only be activated while on the ground. Like, even if you're in the air and just want to preload it, just want to do the seals, and when you get to the ground summon it, no, you cannot. You can only press the button while you're on the ground, and it still has a pretty long activation. But once again, just like the Fire Style Dragon Flame Bomb, this one also has armor. More often than not, you'll be attacked by enemy players and you will be already activating this Earth Dragon Bullet and they will take it right in the face because your armor will power through their attacks. Which is great for defense types because they have the largest health pool, meaning they can take that damage. Armored jutsu for defense types is absolutely amazing. And then we have his final jutsu, the secret jutsu, Reaper Death Seal, which is the ultimate forbidden jutsu. The user summons a death god who devours the soul of the target, knocking them out. The user is also granted quicker recovery. Not sure what this quicker recovery is, actually, but what I can say is that if you are killed by this Death Reaper Seal, you will be in for a long respawn time. Now, the activation for this is a long dash forward. Kind of looks a little bit like the Planetary Devastation. If you land the activation, then the Death God will come and suck the soul out of the target. So you can only kill one target with this ultimate, and also it takes so long for it to charge up. It takes so long. So the big charge time paired up with it only kills one target, I don't think this is the best secret jutsu, but we're gonna try to use it in our loadouts today. Now let's get to know our loadouts. This one is for combat battle, this guy here that I dressed up as the third Hokage. Now, the dress up isn't just for looks, it actually has some pretty cool skills. Pretty cool skills. I sounded German there for a second. So, first up, this is the third Hokage outfit, and the skill on top boosts your secret technique gauge. As I said, secret technique gauge, if you want to use the Death Reaper seal, it takes a long time, so you definitely need this stuff. And on the bottom, it boosts your max health. I mean, it's combat battle, you're trying not to die, having more max health only helps. I actually didn't go for the Death Reaper here, I went for Shark Bomb Jutsu. I just feel like it just kills more people. Like, it's not an instant kill like Death Reaper. Same thing for the Grand Sand Mausoleum, but I feel like the biggest thing about the Death Reaper seal is the fact that you're in for like a 20-second respawn timer. I'd rather use this on a healer during something like a barrier battle, you know? But if you want to run it here in combat battle, you can also do it. Just make sure you aim for the healer and then you have 20 seconds without heals on the enemy team. My recommendation though, still on the Shark Bomb, still the best ultimate in the defense type loadouts. For accessories, I went for the bandage just to make it easier to guard break enemies because none of my abilities are guard breaks actually. They are both range type jutsu and yeah, both DLC abilities as well. I think defense types have been a little bit spoiled with the 2 last DLC packs. 2 ranged abilities, it's pretty big. So Toad Oil, not only does it track the enemy very very good. It also disables their jutsu, so that's a good disabler in addition to being a good combat ability in general. Then Fire Style, because this is, I believe, the biggest damaging jutsu that is also ranged for defense types. For the ninja tool, I went for the Smoke Bomb because I feel like I can easily combo from a Smoke Bomb, right? You can go for Blast Bombs if you want to blow your enemies away, Paper Bombs if you want to lure them in closer, but for combat battle, since it's so mobile, I don't think Paper Bombs make a lot of sense. And I like Smoke Bombs because after I catch an enemy in a Smoke Bomb, it's super easy to initiate a combo. As far as weapon goes, it's really your pick. It's personal preference. I went for the Adamantine Staff because it's the third Hokage, and also it has the moveset that I like, which is the long sword moveset. So those were my picks, and unfortunately I couldn't find a combat battle match during this entire day, but I did use it in a couple of other game modes just to get a few kills, and I think it works great, actually. It's a good loadout, would recommend. I really think the Fire Style Dragon Flame Bomb is one of the best options for defense types to get some kills in combat battle. Moving on to our second loadout right here, this is the Protect Anything at Any Costs loadout. So this is going to be good for protecting bases in base battle. It's going to be good for protecting the flag, but not amazing for getting kills or for being offensive in any way. So what we have here is Paper Bombs, first of all, because we're going to be sitting in a base. We're going to be defending. That's going to be our role. Defense types are more often than not encouraged to just defend a point, and they're outnumbered. So they gotta have this loadout that allows them to buy time and without losing their objective, without losing the base, without losing the flag. And Paper Bombs are great for that because, you know, you are standing your ground. They have to come to you. The enemy has to come to you. You place these on the ground, they rush you, they die. As far as ninjutsu goes, I went with Earth-style Subterranean Voyage because more often than not, I'm actually alone and I need something that heals me. And Subterranean Voyage, I feel like it's something that is, one, great at contesting points, so you're able to defend and heal at the same time. I know the Mitsuki arms, the snake thrust, they also heal you, but this one allows you to do it a bit safer and also while contesting the point, while contesting the base, while contesting the flag. And then we have an ability from the third Hokage, the Dragon Bullet. At first I actually thought there are better abilities for this, for protecting points and stuff. Maybe, you know, get a Sand Shield, get the Spiky Jizo. This actually worked a lot better than expected. And the reason for that is you put this on a point and then you just move around this thing. Like, you can position yourself in a way that this thing protects you. And you can actually just charge the cooldown while this ability is active, and you can keep it up like almost 100% of the time. You can just keep charging the cooldown, putting another one down, and it's very hard for opponents to fight around this thing. Now, obviously, you can have a bad placement and opponents can get around it if they're good enough, but not only does this thing deal great damage if you catch an opponent, it's also great at protecting you. Don't forget that you actually have armor while casting this jutsu. While you're doing the hand seals, you have armor, you are protected, and if an enemy is on your face, they're gonna get caught in the jutsu and they're gonna take damage. So after that, just use this for protection. Just move around it yourself and protect your points and your flags that way. For substitution, I went for Lightning Style because if they're caught in the clone, then they're frozen, they're paralyzed, and that buys me some extra time, which is what this loadout is all about. And then for secret technique, we have the Water Prison, which once again is meant to trap opponents, meant to buy you some time, meant to be like, okay, I'm gonna use Water Prison, get on comms and voice chat and say, hey guys, I need help on point B or something. And that's what this loadout is all about. It's all about buying time, protecting your flag, and protecting your bases. Next up, we have another loadout, and this one is a must-have for barrier battle. If you are ever attacking in barrier battle, if you are killing the boss, you need this Earth Dragon Bullet. You place it and it just deals the damage. You don't even need to be there. You just need to place it and then you can go away and it will deal a ton of damage because guess what? Gamakichi is not going anywhere. He's just gonna stay there and eat all projectiles from this Earth-style dragon. Now, unfortunately, the only base battle that I could find was on the defense side, so I couldn't attack. So what I did was go into mission mode just to show you how ridiculous this is. Now, the one thing that can interrupt your Earth Dragon is dying. Because once you press the button, you have armor and you're not gonna stop casting it. And once it is in place, it doesn't have health. It's not like a normal summon or anything. No, it just stays there. So the only way for the enemy team to get rid of this Earth Dragon is to kill you. So for the second jutsu, what I actually have is something that protects me, and I went with Needle Jizo. Because Gamakichi is not gonna move, he's gonna stay in place, and if I'm in trouble, I wanna use this invulnerability. I'll be invulnerable, I'll be fine, and as long as he's taking damage, then we're we're okay. We're doing our job. For secret technique, I went for the clay clone jutsu, just because if I sub out, then something blows up and deals damage. For secret technique, I went once again for the super shark bomb, because it deals good damage to the boss, but also if players are around the boss trying to defend it or something, they're also gonna get caught in it. Once again, it's a very solid defense type jutsu. For ninja tools, I mean, blast bomb is pretty much the only option, because you need to be dealing damage to the boss, and none of the other ninja tools let you do that. And finally, because this whole loadout is built like this, what I went for was ninjutsu attack powers, so the Earth Dragon deals more damage to the boss. I went for shorter ninjutsu cooldown time so I can summon it more often, and I went for a shorter respawn time, because if you're attacking on barrier battle, what you're really fighting is actually the clock. You're trying to kill the boss before the clock runs out. So respawn times need to be snappy, and that is why I chose what I did. Finally, my last loadout, it's kind of a jack of all trades. You can see the equipment is very, very similar to the previous loadout, and it is the Sand Shield loadout. Okay, let's just call it the Sand Shield. Sand Shield is still one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game if the enemy team does not have a counter. If they have a counter, it's completely useless, but you should never just discard it because you're afraid the enemy team might have a counter. If they forget to bring one, Sand Shield is the most broken ability in the game. Period. So, if you happen to notice the enemy team does not have a Sand Shield counter, we have a Sand Shield here. Perfect for capturing bases, perfect for protecting bases, for protecting flags, for capturing flags. Pretty much do anything. Sand Shield is such a badass ability. And then we have the Earth Dragon, because I like how these two abilities work together. Now, you have to summon the Earth Dragon before summoning the Sand Shield, because if you do the Sand Shield first, then your character will do this weird dance as if like, oh, I don't have space to place the Earth Dragon. That thing is super finicky, and I think already needs some fixing, needs some patching, because sometimes I feel like I have enough space to put a dragon, but I guess my character thought differently. But yeah, you can just dish out damage, protect your teammates at the same time. This is great for any objective-focused sort of game mode. I don't think this is a great loadout for combat battle, but if you are on base battle or in flag battle, these two abilities are going to protect pretty much anything. For substitution, I went for Clay Clone because I'm actually not really sure where I'm going with this loadout, so just pick something generic, I guess. And then the Reaper Death Seal, because I had to try and put it in a loadout, I guess. Blast Bomb is the most versatile ninja tool for defense type, so that's also what I put here. And then we have Ninjutsu Power, we have Ninjutsu cooldown time, and we have shorter respawn time. Pretty much the same stuff as the previous loadout. Actually, because we have the Reaper Death Seal, I might actually go for a secret technique charge time here. There you go. He looks a bit different now. I think Reaper Death Seal really needs that cooldown time because it charges so slow. Most matches that I played with this ultimate, it didn't even charge all the way up. Those are the 4 loadout recommendations that I have for Hiruzen. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the plays that we had while this video was playing out. I definitely enjoyed these abilities a lot, but I also look forward to knowing what you think. What do you think of these abilities? Do they look good to you? Have you tried them out? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you guys like the videos that we make on this channel, you're gonna love what we do behind the scenes. Head over to Patreon, you get access to our Discord server with exclusive videos, live streams, and just an overall amazing community, including these top supporters on the left. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.